To have a community of women who can pour into each other and just love on each other and accept you truly for who you are, there's a lot of power whenever women come together and do that.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
We are having a huge community woman empowerment event at Penguin City. So it'll be from 11:30 to 3:30. And we are having over 40 women-owned businesses. So we're gonna have over 40 vendors. We're gonna have about 10 to 15 women-owned boutiques, which is gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a full-on fashion show. So the boutiques that are coming, they'll get to participate in the fashion show, which will be really fun to like showcase that. And then we'll be having basket raffles, there'll be some food, just like great community time with each other, uplifting. There'll be speakers and music. It's just gonna be a really great event. So I connected with Candace, who's my other co-partner. We met up for a breakfast and we're just kind of like talking about like what can we do to really get connected with each other, but with other women in the area. So we started, we're like, let's just start at Boardman Park. So it was like a small little space. You know, we didn't expect it to be as big as it is now. And now we're at Penguin City and pretty much using the entire venue, which is amazing. And the fact that we have over 40 plus vendors and over 10 to 15 boutiques, like we're expecting a pretty large crowd, hopefully over 250 plus. So it's awesome. One small idea is turning into this, and like I said, the support is just, it's overwhelming, but in the best way. I think really we started this because we both had our own separate women's groups. I started the women's group about 2 years ago, and then Candace, my partner, started one fairly recent. And truly, it's changed my life for the better. I didn't realize how, like, having all these women surrounded around me just really uplifted me and made me just feel better. And we're like, what better way than join forces and just create a massive event bringing people together under one roof. So we're so excited. And then we're going to be supporting this year Clothing Strength, which is a nonprofit organization, and we just adore her and love her story. So we're so excited.
Clothing Strength, our whole mission is to serve single mothers here in the Valley and the surrounding areas. We are a boutique that is in Poland Village, and we stand on 3 pillars. So we have a boutique with basic needs like clothing and shoes, hygiene products, diapers, home goods, and we also do financial grants for our mothers. So if they have an unexpected or an emergency situation, we can step in and help. We, to date, have this year, we've given out over $15,000 in financial grants. It could be car repairs or home repairs, groceries, utility bills, scrubs for a new job. So we've been able to serve mothers in that way. And lastly, we really serve as a community resource center for these women. So I spend a lot of time finding agencies where we can reach more single mothers, because we don't have an income guideline, we don't have an income requirement. Our only requirement is that you're a single mother. And so we are serving hundreds of women a year and all of their children, and we're just thankful to be a part of the community. We are very thankful to Female Founded, especially their first annual, and that they chose us, and their whole mission is empowering women and just bringing out the very best in our female communities. And so you know, the big thing with Clothing Strength is that the stuff is easy. Like getting women the stuff is very easy. We've had very generous donors. We work really hard to fundraise, so we never have to say no. But whenever Female Founded approached us, we were really humbled because our missions align in different ways. And when our mothers walk through the door here, the stuff is easy, but what's not easy is meeting them where they are, where they're so beaten down usually, and they're walking through maybe the most difficult part of their life, and what they need is community, and they need a girl gang, and they need a cheerleader and someone to believe in them until they can believe in themselves. And I think that goes hand in hand with Female Founded.
Right now we're focused online on Facebook and Instagram, so we have a pretty big following, which is awesome. We never thought it would turn into this big event, but it's amazing. It's very touching, you know, all the support that we've been getting so far. So we have a link on our social media. You can get tickets ahead of time, and you can even get tickets at the door as well. It's just going to be a very uplifting, inspiring event, but you're also supporting other businesses, which I think is great, you know, and being that we are close to the holiday time, come out, come shop, come support local businesses as well. And it's all women owned. So like, that's amazing. The fact that we can all be together under one roof and really connect with each other, I think it's really inspiring.
I think that we live in a society that we're the most connected than ever, but we're also the most lonely. And I think across the board as females, we tend to put our silos up. I feel like we've kind of been raised that way to kind of like, you know, we have something to prove, or we're going forward in our own lives. And it's like, there's nothing more powerful at times than to look at someone and hear, oh, you too, you've also walked through that. And there's power in those conversations. There's healing in those conversations. It just lifts you up. I mean, women, we're wired differently than men, right? So to have a community of women who can pour into each other and just love on each other and accept you truly for who you are, there's a lot of power whenever women come together and do that.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.